Do you ever have that empty feeling when you come back from a getaway or vacation? That feeling that you've lost something so precious that you can't get it back? Let's talk about that while we share a meal. In this video, I'm having Five Guys, and by the end, you'll know if I'll be eating there again or not. Hello, my name is Tony, and welcome to my channel. Let's unpack and start eating. I have 2 sandwiches today, so I'm using a cutting board instead of a plate. Today I was craving a BLT, so I thought I'd try Five Guys. I believe this one is the BLT. Then I got the smaller hamburger, which is the 1 patty. And I filled it with most of the condiments that I usually put on my burgers. And this is the small Cajun fries. Good thing I didn't get a large. I thought about getting the milkshake with peanut butter, but I didn't want to drink empty calories, so I'm having water today. Have a good meal. These Cajun fries are really good. We don't go to Five Guys very often because their store has a lot of peanuts. And I believe they cook with peanut oil. And my youngest has a sensitivity to peanuts. That and the fact that these 2 burgers and the small fries cost me about 25 bucks. I think for 25 bucks, I could feed my whole family at In-N-Out. Okay, let's open and check out the first one. I'm hoping this is the hamburger. Yes, it is. I don't like that they use these shredded lettuce. Makes it harder to stay inside the burger when you're eating. I can definitely taste the heat from the jalapenos. It's actually pretty good. I wish, well, In-N-Out does have the yellow peppers, which can be pretty spicy sometimes also. This is a pretty good burger with all the toppings and the condiments. But for $9, I don't know if that's 3 times as good as what we have at In-N-Out or what we get at In-N-Out. All right, let's try the BLT, which is the one we cannot get at In-N-Out. Since In-N-Out doesn't have bacon. Or does it? I don't know. Maybe they have it on a secret menu. So it's basically just the hamburger, but instead of the patty, you just have bacon. Let's eat some fries before they get cold. Oh no, this one's gonna fall all over. Okay. There's a look at it before it falls apart. So I added a few things like jalapenos, onions, and stuff to this. So it's not a traditional BLT. Ooh. Everything's falling out. Trying to push its way up. Very crispy bacon. All right, I think I have enough to give it a rating. So taste-wise, it's a solid 3. I would definitely eat this again. The only thing that's holding me back is the cost. I just can't justify the size of this burger and the cost of them. It's like basically $9 for each of these burgers. I know that everything's getting to that cost point right now. The thing is, I can go In-N-Out and get a burger that's just as good with all the toppings that I want other than bacon, I guess, and barbecue sauce. And it's just as good to me. So for me, because I'm not a hamburger connoisseur, I would pass on this because of its price point, not because of its flavor. Flavor-wise, it's a hamburger, right? Something you could probably get if you bought the patty from Costco and the buns from Costco and just grilled it at home and just made sure that you had all the condiments. BLT, same thing. It's a little too expensive for what it is. Even though it has great flavor, it's good. I probably would not eat it again unless I had to. So I think for this, I would give it a 2. And for the burger, the fries are pretty good. Would I make a trip all the way out here just for the fries? Probably not. I don't remember how much the fries were, but I probably wouldn't get it again, even though they're pretty good, just because I wouldn't go there just for fries. They do kind of remind me of Wingstop fries. So when I was eating this, I was thinking it would be great with some Wingstop ranch. All right, that's it for all those who came just for the food review. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in one of my other videos. For everyone else, let's keep eating and continue the conversation. I'm gonna eat the burger first. Ooh, it's falling out of the back end. Or the front side, it's just falling apart. In my previous video, I talked about how I just came back from a cruise with my family. The thing is, the morning that we came into port to go home, I woke up having a feeling that I haven't really felt for a long time. It was a feeling of like missing something, like an emptiness and loneliness. Even though I was there amongst my family, I felt alone. And I haven't felt that since I was a child. When we went on trips, or when we went to see family for the weekend. On those trips, I would come home and I'd have that same empty feeling, like I lost something. And it wasn't because I didn't like my home. It wasn't because I was scared that when we got home, something bad would happen. I just had that empty feeling like I would be alone once I got there, especially if I was able to hang out with a cousin that I liked. And then sometimes just hanging out with my parents. I knew that they would be going back to work. My sisters and I, we really didn't hang out much when we were at home. We each went our own way and did our own thing. The only time we would come together is to watch TV, and it's usually to fight over who gets control of the remote. So if you think about it, who doesn't dread coming back from vacation or a fun weekend and knowing that Monday morning you had to go back to work? Especially if it's a job you're not 100% in love with. But even though I feel lonely sometimes coming back from vacation, I still consider myself a loner because I like to be alone. So it confuses me why I feel lonely and empty. And the reason I haven't felt it as much is because once I got married, I knew that coming home, I'd still have my wife there with me. Then after we had kids, we always had them to take care of. I think the worst was when I was in college in Texas. Then I would come home from visiting my family and then going to my apartment, which was dark and lonely. And then sometimes in the winter, it would be cold and wet. I felt a loneliness being there. Oh man, I'm full. I don't know if I can eat this and finish the fries. Probably have to give the fries to my kids. They won't eat this BLT because I put onions in it. All right, I'm too full, so I'm saving this for the girls. I'll try to finish this since I can't fit it in the cup. Look what I scored at the Dollar Tree. Caramel cup, Reese's. One of the things that I do to combat this feeling of loneliness is to start planning my next trip before I even take the current trip. That way I have something to look forward to before the trip is over. If you stayed this long, I want to let you know something. After I came back from this trip, this is the first video that I've recorded. I haven't even put together the other video, and I'll probably tell you why when I actually do. It's the video that I recorded while I was on the cruise. It was supposed to be a video of each night I was there. So about 4 videos, right? But it ended up not being that way. So I'm just gonna combine it into one, and you'll probably see it prior to this video if I get on my heels and do what I'm supposed to do. But I came back and I was thinking, I want to take a couple of days off from recording. Just eat normally again, you know, and not have to stare into the camera and try to talk. This whole talking thing, I'm not really good at it. And if you're watching this, you probably know by now that I stop and I think way too much. I overthink what I'm gonna say. And I just don't have a good memory anymore, so I forget what I was gonna talk about. But I came back, I was thinking, I'm gonna take a week off or something. And then I woke up this morning, I was like, I better record something, because if I don't, I'm gonna go into self-sabotage mode. Something that I've done so many times now. It's like once I get on a roll of something, I let a weekend trip or a vacation or something derail me. And then I never get back to it. I'm forcing myself to do this video. It's like I took a few steps forward and now I'm taking a giant leap backwards, right? This the content and the way I'm recording this, I can even feel it, I hear it, is probably like, and I haven't even gone that much further in my progress, right? It feels like I've taken a few steps back and my video quality on this recording seems so much worse. So if you've stuck it out with me this long, I really appreciate you. You're a true supporter of my channel, or you're just very bored and maybe you turned it on and walked away and it's just still playing. But either way, I really appreciate you. When I set out on this YouTube journey, I gave myself 3 goals to accomplish by the end of this year. So far, I'm on track. I'm so close to teetering off, and I just have to keep pushing myself forward. And hopefully I don't get distracted like I usually do. You know, I'm hearing those voices in my head that's saying, you're just doing this for yourself. You're not accountable to anybody. So it's okay to take a break. Once you get to know me, you'll realize that I am going to find any reason that I can to take a break, to stop doing what I'm doing. Part of it is, I don't know. Part of it is maybe I just don't want the attention, right? Another part of me is just laziness. I could be taking a nap right now instead of recording this and then having to edit it. It's just more work on top of work. But I told myself I was gonna do it, so hopefully you'll hold me to it. If you don't see me uploading for a while, you'll know that those inner voices won. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Let me know in the comment section if you have those empty feelings coming back from vacation or long weekend also. And also let me know if you have an inner voice that's trying to sabotage your progress and your dreams. Once again, if you made it to the end, thank you again. I appreciate you taking the time to spend with me today. I hope you had a good meal. As always, I appreciate you. Make it a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care now. Bye.